are you so camera shy, my love? Huh? Why are you so camera shy? My sweet girl. Say hi to everybody, Ann Perkins. Oh, nope, rather clean my butt. Ann. Nope. Eu te adoro, meu coração. So glad you came into my life. Meow. You coming up? Yeah, you gonna snuggle with mommy? Gonna snuggle with mommy for a little bit before she has energy to get ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Oh man, my hands are so shaky this morning. Good morning, everyone. I am just waking up and I am surprised at the energy that I have, or the fact that I'm able to hold my phone up right now, because I didn't sleep well last night at all. It was a rough night. Whew. I've been sweating profusely again today. I know you other POTSies out there. I know the struggle is real. So because I have POTS, which is a dysfunction of the autonomic nervous system, meaning the part of my nervous system that controls autonomic functioning, like breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, eyesight, hearing, sweating, all of those things are messed up because my nervous system, my autonomic nervous system is messed up. It doesn't work properly. So occasionally I will sweat like crazy, and I mean like I'm just like drenched. Like the faucets just don't turn off. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. And it is not fun. I was on a medicine called oxybutynin for that, but it was making my neurogenic bladder worse. My urinary retention was worse because it basically shuts off the faucets, and unfortunately it was good for shutting off my faucets up here in the sweating area, but it wasn't good for shutting off the faucet down there, so to speak. So I had to stop taking that. So I'm going to ask my POTS specialist today what he recommends for that. Hopefully he can recommend something, because it's really annoying on top of everything just to be sweating constantly. It's pretty exhausting, and it really hurts my armpits to have to constantly like wipe up sweat. Sorry y'all, I know it's gross, but it's just the truth and the reality of having POTS. Just one of the many fun symptoms to deal with. drinking this smoothie that my mom made. It's blackberries, pineapple, banana, chia seeds, flax seeds, water. I love this combination. It's really delicious. Anything with pineapple or like any tropical fruits is guaranteed to be really yummy. I am running a little late, so I don't have time to do my nebulizer treatment, but that's okay because I'm breathing okay today. I'm not coughing too bad or wheezing, so I think I can skip a treatment this morning, and I'll try to do one when I come home if I'm not too tired. I am on my way to my POTS appointment. I got my infusion in my bag, can't really see it, and I got an extra IV bag with me because this appointment is going to take hours. I have come prepared, except for I forgot the C batteries for my infusion pump, which that's a problem because it eats up batteries like crazy, and I didn't think of that. So I felt like I was being so prepared by getting everything, including a second bag, but then little detail that I didn't think about. So might have to stop somewhere and get some C batteries if I feel like I really need the extra fluids, but I'm gonna try to go with just one bag and see how far my batteries take me. No. So I am still at my POTS specialist appointment. I've been here for over 2 hours. Had autonomic testing done, balance testing, EKG, all of that stuff because he hasn't seen me in a while, so he just wants to, have up-to-date testing to see where I'm at right now. I have one more test to do, an ultrasound to see how my blood flow in my body is. Last time I had this test, my blood flow was really poor, really low blood volume, which is why I have the main reason why I have the IV fluids every day. Unfortunately, I forgot the batteries and I am out of my fluids and I'm feeling so dizzy and so weak. So hopefully I can make it through the rest of this appointment. And also I blacked out during my autonomic testing, which is where they put you, it's kind of like a tilt table test, but like a short version of it. They strap you down on a table and lift it up 80 degrees. And I had to stand there for 10 minutes. So my blood was pooling in my hands and my legs, my heart was racing, chest pain, dizziness, and I blacked out. So they had to cut it short. But yeah, that was fun. Hi loves. It's been, I think 2 days since I last vlogged. I honestly just had literally no spoons in me after that appointment. It took 5 hours at my POT specialist appointment altogether with all the testing and waiting in between. We got home almost 9 o'clock at night. So it was really rough. It took a lot out of me. I spent all of yesterday and the day before just sleeping and recovering. And I had no energy to lift up my phone and vlog, so I'm just now wrapping up the vlog and just to go over what happened at my POT specialist appointment. So I talked about the autonomic testing that I blacked out in. Apparently I also had blood pooling in my hands, which they showed me. My hands like turned red after standing up for a few minutes from all the blood pooling down into my hands, which is a bad thing for those of you that don't know. Blood should always be pumping up to your heart and to your brain. So if it pulls down to your extremities, that's a bad thing. That will cause a lot of symptoms to your heart and to your brain, like brain fog and serious heart issues, tachycardia, palpitations, chest pain, angina, all kinds of stuff like that from lack of blood flow. After that, I had an ultrasound. I think it was called a cardioid ultrasound, I'm not sure, but it was of the veins in your neck to test the blood flow. Oh gosh, my arms are really weak and hurting again. To test the blood flow to your brain, and they found out once again that my blood flow is very poor still. So they want me to be back on a muscle strengthener, but the muscle strengthener that I was on before, called Mestinon, which was supposed to help my muscles pump up the blood better back up to my brain and my heart, was causing me to be very sick stomach-wise. It was causing a lot of GI issues. Even at like the smallest dose, it was causing serious GI issues. I actually had a GI flare-up that landed me in the hospital in back in July, and so it just didn't work for me. We have to find something else to strengthen my muscles, to pump up the blood better. But in the meantime, she has me back on midodrine, which is a blood pressure medicine, which will help pump up the blood better. Hopefully, last time I was on it, it was causing bad headaches, and it was actually raising my blood pressure too high since I have hyperpots. My POTS gets high as well as low, but lately it's been low. So she was like, try the midodrine again, just split it in half, see if that helps. So I'm going to take half of the dosage I have, so 2.5, and I think she said to take it 3 times a day to see if that helps, about getting another port and when that would be possible, and if that's what they wanted for me. And she told me, in her words, that would be double jeopardy, because I still have the blood clot in my chest, which I didn't even think about. And I'm just getting over a sepsis, which is life-threatening and very serious. So she was like, hold off on that, and then we're gonna recommend you most likely another port, but we'll see when the time comes. So I still need an ultrasound of my chest to see what's going on with my blood clot, because that's obviously more important right now. She also wanted me to hold off on surgery for my May-Thurner syndrome, getting a stent put in, because she said that's just too much for my body right now. Once again, I'm just getting over a sepsis, have the blood clot. So she was like, yeah, just hold off on that as well. I guess we'll reevaluate after we see what's going on with the blood clot. And she wants me back on Corlinor as well as bisoprolol, which hopefully will help my chest pain and my tachycardia, which is a big part of POTS. Basically, my heart is always running really high, at a really high heart rate. Because of my POTS, it's usually over 100 beats per minute, even when I'm just like chilling and laying down like I am right now and talking, or no matter what I'm doing, my heart rate is high. And this basically causes my body to go into exercise mode. Sorry y'all, my camera shut off for some reason. So yeah, basically my body thinks that it's always in exercise mode since my heart rate is always high, which causes me to be extremely tired all the time. I mean, just imagine just constantly exercising, constantly, no rest. Your body gets exhausted. I mean, it's an exhaustion that just you feel in your core. It's brutal. So I'm hoping the Corlinor on top of the bisoprolol, which are heart failure meds, and beta blockers, I hope that will really help, because the chest pain and the fatigue is some of the worst symptoms that I have. And what else? So she also put me on 2 more meds for, well, she changed some things. She changed some of my mast cell meds. She added 2 new ones. First of all, she took away ranitidine. Now, this is an important announcement. Ranitidine, also known as Zantac, not over the counter but prescribed. I was on 300 milligrams, and ranitidine 300 milligrams apparently was recalled recently for, I think, causing cancer. That's all I heard. She was like, stop the ranitidine right away. It's been causing cancer. And then she just went on about my other meds, and I was like, wait, hold up, what? This is something that this should be, I don't know. None of my other doctors told me about this. I was taken in the hospital when I was there a month ago. I don't know if this is just like really recent news, but it must be. So, yeah, ranitidine 300 milligrams, been recalled. So if any of you guys are out there on that, just I would toss it. Don't want that. That's really scary. I mean, meds have side effects to begin with, but when you hear one of your meds has known to cause cancer, it's pretty alarming. And that's the thing, I'm on so many meds, and sometimes I wonder, I have to outweigh the risks and the benefits. I have to figure out what's worth it, because I definitely don't take every medication that's prescribed to me. If I did, I would be on, no joke, probably over 50 medications at least. So, at least. So yeah, I definitely have to think very, very hard about which medications I really need, and generally if my doctor thinks that I really need it, I'll give it a try and see how I do. And I'll tough out the side effects for a little while to see if, maybe they get better, because generally side effects will get better after a few weeks when your body gets used to it, but that's not always the case. Hey, Ann Perkins. The cat's just climbing all over me and chilling. I'm really brain foggy. I'm still really tired from my appointment, you guys. Like I said, I subbed all day yesterday. I slept pretty much all day the day before, yet I'm still so exhausted. So it's really frustrating having to recover so greatly from just small activities, like just going to a doctor's appointment. However, like I said, it was a 5 hours appointment, so it was really exhausting, even for, you know, my healthy loved ones who take me to these appointments. It exhausts them too. Shout out to those guys who take me to my appointments and do all the things you do for me. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me, and I love you so much. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this up like I said. So 2 more meds she gave me for mast cell, which was cromolyn, and I think it was called cimetidine. So these are more like heavy hitters when it comes to mast cell. So they're more, I guess they're more serious or stronger than Atarax, which I'm still on, and she raised my dose for that. So between the 3, they're hoping to get my mast cell disease under control. So if the mast cell activation is under control, my POTS should get better apparently, because they go hand in hand. Now, mast cell is an immunological issue where your body like inappropriately releases histamine. So basically, you can be allergic to anything and everything at any moment. It causes rashes, itching, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, fatigue, a lot of issues. So we're hoping that these meds will help. What else? I have a follow-up in 2 weeks because she wants me to get an ultrasound. I think it's called a celiac ultrasound to test for MALS. MALS is another issue that is seen often with POTS. I think it stands for, forgive me if I don't get this right, I'm going to try really hard, median accurate ligament syndrome. And this is where your median artery in your stomach compresses up against your celiac artery. And generally, I think it requires surgery to repair. So hopefully I don't have this, since I have May-Thurner syndrome, which is a similar issue where my iliac vein is compressing my iliac artery. So I hope I don't have MALS as well. Whew, fingers crossed. I'm getting the ultrasound for that in 2 weeks, and then a week after that I have my follow-up with my POT specialist to see how the meds are doing. So in 3 weeks. I think I covered pretty much everything in the appointment. Let me think. Got the Corlinor for my heart, got the cimetidine and cromolyn for my mast cell, raised the dose of my Atarax, back on Midodrine for my blood pressure. It's a lot of stuff. She also prescribed me something for my excessive sweating, but I am not going to take that just because it's med that I feel like I don't need right now. And last time I was on a medicine for that, well, it was technically for neurogenic bladder, but it was supposed to help excessive sweating. It actually made my neurogenic bladder worse. I couldn't go to the bathroom, so I'm afraid that this med to stop the sweating is going to do the same thing. I also have severe dry eye, so I don't want to aggravate my dry eyes because they're already so painfully dry, you guys. So anyway, like I said, I'm really tired and my arm is shaking now, so I'm really going to wrap up the vlog now. If you guys are still watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, y'all. Ranitidine, Zantac, prescribed, has been recalled. I'm on 300 milligrams, so I don't know if the other dosages have been recalled, but I do know from my POT specialist that ranitidine 300 milligrams has been recalled. So I'm going to toss it in the trash. Here it goes. Bye. Please give this vlog a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Bye, guys.